the two subsidiary goals is a little bit more political. Get the Democratic Party, and again, this affects every issue. That's why it's a long-term goal. Get the Democratic Party to be stop being so incredibly and pathetically weak. You know, they're maddening. On every issue, it's buckle after buckle, cave-in after cave-in, because their mindset is the Republicans are always right, they're the mainstream, they represent the heartland, so I don't want to lose, okay, you win, I'll do it your way. You know, I hate to tell you, but even in Obama's Wednesday speech, everything is framed as a concession to the right wing. Okay, hey, listen, we are not going to increase the deficit at all, okay? Now, did George Bush have a problem increasing the deficit? No. Dick Cheney famously said, deficits don't matter. And they plunged ahead with their tax cuts, and they brought you enormous deficits. But as soon as a Democrat gets into office, they say, okay, no, the right wing is right. No, we shouldn't have deficits. The right wing's the one who gave you the deficits. So why do you make those concessions? Now, that's a small point on his speech there, but I can give you, again, dozens of examples. What was the first thing he said he was going to do? I'm going to do tort reform. Now, is that in the healthcare issue, is that a Democratic or a Republican issue? That's a Republican issue. Now, look, it's an interesting issue and one that should be debated, and one I think that could actually be helpful in the healthcare reform process. I know people have strong opinions on both sides of that, but why is it that you must always do the Republican or the conservative ideals first? Why must you always concede to them? So if the Democratic Party does not understand that it benefits them and it benefits the country and it certainly benefits their voters to fight for the ideals that they were elected for, we're going to have problems on every single issue. And finally, the second, subsidiary goal that's also a little political is, look, and this is definitely going to take a while, and some of you might think, oh, come on, really? But one of my goals is to get the Republicans to stop being so damn crazy. Because I know that's probably the hardest of all four goals. Now, why? I'm not being, you know how sometimes the conservatives offer advice to the Democrats, and that advice is 100% disingenuous, and they say, oh, you better do what we tell you, otherwise you'll lose. No. This is real advice to the Republicans, because we need at least two parties in this country. If you don't have an effective debate between these two parties, then we're not going to be able to hash out the issues as well. You know, it's a famous quote, the only thing worse than hearing no sides of a debate is only hearing one side. So I want an opposition to the Democrats that's reasonable, right? But these Republicans have lost their minds. They're appealing to a smaller and smaller and smaller base of rabid lunatics. And they're not going to be a national party that way. They're going to get wiped off the map. And it doesn't help the country. They're debasing the conversations we're having with nonstop lies and exaggerations and myths and swift boating of one issue after another. We can't have one of the major parties in this country be filled with lunatics. It doesn't help the country. It hurts the country. I mean, if all you care about is Democrats winning, it helps the Democrats. Because, I mean, when you have a somewhat sane person, no matter how much they're sold out to the corporations or whatever it is, versus a lunatic, the sane guy is going to win most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. But I don't care about more Democrats winning. I care about a better debate in the country and better policies. It's not the politics, it's the policy we're going after. And this kind of debate where we concede to the lunatics half the time because the Republican Party is so far out there and the Democrats keep giving in to them, well, that's a debate that really hurts the country. We need the media to point it out, and then ultimately we need to be able to fight the big money that's secretly driving all of this towards their interests and against our interests.